Hello, everyone, and welcome to another interview with a lovely lady, Lorraine, who took part in Business Chakra Alchemy. Lorraine is an intuitive copywriter for lightworkers. Welcome, Lorraine, and it's lovely to have you here.
Hi, Tara. Thank you so much.
So I'd love for you just to share a little bit. Why did you decide to do the program?
Well, it was doing your challenge first, actually, and obviously we'd met previously through Unbound, and there was something about the colours. You know, there's so much that we do on courses and challenges and things that is very much about structure and planning and business, and it just felt that there, you know, you brought this, excuse me, a whole new energy to the platform, just infusing color into everything. There aren't really words to describe it, even being a copywriter. It spoke to my heart and soul, and I just knew that there was something that you had a nugget of something brilliant, and I wanted to understand more and see whether it would work for me.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you.
Okay.
Were there any specific kind of results or benefits that you gained from, any part of the 11-week journey?
I think it was beautiful that it was spread out over quite a long time, and the materials weren't overwhelming at all. So I think it was Monday morning, wasn't it? We got the video with the meditation and things. So it was lovely that we could do some of it in our own time. And for me, I used to take that Monday morning or at some point on the Monday to actually sit and go through the materials, do the visualization, watch your little video, and just sit and journal. And it was lovely to go through all the different chakras and pull the color into it, and then you notice other things going on in your life as well. So you suddenly, like the dragons came up as well. I was like, whoa, I didn't know anything about these dragons and things, and it just kind of all came through. And then there was another week, I think it was yellow came up, and there was just yellow everywhere. I was seeing yellow cars and people were wearing yellow clothes, and my daughter came home with like yellow earrings, and there was just all these little ways that I felt like the color was just infusing and everything was kind of integrating. Yes, it was beautiful that it was spread out over a long period of time, and yeah, it was just so lovely to connect with the other women on the group calls as well.
Oh, I love that. What would you say to someone considering joining? Like anything about the program, particularly your experience of it?
Yeah, I would say definitely, if it speaks to your soul, go for it. Don't stop and try and do the mental thinking, like, how am I going to fit it in, or how can I afford to pay for it, or any of the things that might stop you normally. Like if it speaks to your soul and you feel drawn to find out more, and like any of these things, there's always so much more that comes out of it than what's written on, when you read through a sales page and you see the modules or you get your course materials. There's always so much more that comes out. It's never just limited to that little bit. But like anything, it's the effort that you put into, and it just, I loved your energy that you brought to it. Everyone that came into the program we were just all so aligned, and it was beautiful, and it was people that I'd never met before. Whereas sometimes in some of the courses, you're always seeing the same people over and over again, but it was just lovely to connect with new people and feel a completely different, colourful energy.
No, I love that. Yeah, you were also, such colourful, amazing people as well, which is beautiful to have, definitely. Was there anything that surprised you about it?
Probably at the time, the things that came through for me, I guess, and how tuning into different colors and different chakras just brought up different things. Sometimes it brought up, actually, the visualizations. There was a couple of the visualizations that were like regressions. It's just got me thinking now about one of the past life regressions where I was a little boy in Paris a long time ago. I'd completely forgotten that. So yeah, just some of those things that came up, and then you don't necessarily even need to do anything with that information. It's just the fact that you're in it and processing through stuff and what else it brings up. in this life, in this moment. So yeah, there was loads that surprised me, I suppose. Yeah, the regressions are beautiful. And having done a regression with you one-to-one first, I think again, that was like, I know Tara's awesome and I want to be working with her. So yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So just in terms of, your life, because obviously it's for business, but actually I think what you find is you do a lot more of the healing or inner work as well, which doesn't necessarily relate to business, which is what surprises a lot of people.
Yes.
Did you sort of experience any changes or shifts that were noticeable in your life, any part of your life?
Yeah.
Whilst, during or after even?
Yeah. I mean, I remember at the beginning, I think when you step into any program, especially a paid program, but even free challenges can do this too, when you step in to that version of you, you're already up leveling. And so straight away, like I can't remember what it was, but I do remember journaling and like coming up with creative ideas for my business and stuff. And then, yeah, when I look back, my life has changed so much since June. I mean, my personal growth at the moment is just off the scale, and it's crazy. And that's not just down to that one program, but it's just constantly stepping into this new version of yourself. And that's beautiful. Sometimes you think, oh my God, why can't it stop just for a minute? But yeah, we're not on that path. We're just, growth at the moment. So yeah, lots shifted. And I think in my business, it definitely opened up my channels for creativity. So I came up with a whole design for my online course, which, I'd planned in different forms before and never got around to doing it. But once I came up with this idea, I was like, yes, this is the thing. And while I haven't actually created it and got it out into the world yet, I know that it's coming, and that that course was part of what helped me up level.
I love that. Thank you. And I love how committed you are and you do the work. You like you said, you have to dive in and you have to do the prompts and you have to go into it. That's the only way through. And absolutely. And I really admire you, how you do that with such commitment and dedication. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's important. It's at some point in my journey, a long time ago, probably before I was even in copywriting, excuse me, I used to just download everything, all the free stuff, all the cheap paid stuff, and I just never do it. I paid for a whole podcast course about 7 years ago. If I'd actually done the course completely, I would have been way ahead of, the game, but I didn't, my mindset wasn't then what it is now. And I think it's better to do less, but give it 100%. The same as in life, it's much better to have one like really nice dinner date or coffee and cake date with a friend and you sit and chat and have a lovely time than it is to try and spread yourself too thin and be rushing around and not give anyone your full attention. So yeah, I definitely believe if you're going to take part in anything, commit to doing it and give it your energy, and you get so much back from everyone, not just from the person running the course, but from other people in the course and from the people around you that you then have an effect on. It's a ripple effect, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Could not agree more. Thank you. Is there anything else at all that you'd like to share in your experience or any part of it?
Yeah, find some colourful clothes. Turn up to the calls in colourful clothes. I'm actually wearing black today. That was a bad decision. But yeah, it's really interesting how just by tuning into the colour, you naturally want a bit more colour in your life. And I remember going shopping around about my birthday in June and just naturally wanting to go towards more colourful things. Just sort of, yeah.
The power of colour.
It's very powerful. And I would just say just go with it. Don't have any preconceptions. Just go in with an open heart and an open mind and see what comes out.
Oh, thank you so much, Lorraine. Thank you for
You're welcome, and thank you again.
Thank you.